Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Making It Happen with Mary and I am Mary. Today's video, I finally feel like I'm ready to sit down and give my in-depth review and comparison of Bath & Body Works' brand new Evil Queen from their Disney Villains collaboration. Oh yes, I have some thoughts. Now, if you watched my initial first impressions video, I said in that video the bottles unfortunately came damaged. There was an issue with the cap on Maleficent. They are sending me new bottles, so that is a plus because they looking a little rough, man. They looking a little rough. On the lips today, I am wearing brand new from the Autumn collection that launched yesterday at Banger Beauty by Mary. Basic Bish. Yes, Basic Bish is a beautiful, kind of clear, but has a lot of shimmer in it at the same time. Gloss. It smells and tastes like pumpkin spice latte. Get over there to Banger Beauty by Mary and check out Autumn. We have 5 new fragrances that just dropped, 4 of them being dupes from Bath & Body Works fall scents that we have not seen in a while. So yes, get over there and check that out. But let's get into this video. Okay, Evil Queen. First impression of Evil Queen, definitely a sweet fragrance, definitely gave me a powdery vibe. I've gotten to know her very well over the last 4 or 5 days, something like that now. And I do have a lot of thoughts. Scent notes on Evil Queen is dark red apple, vanilla suede, and wicked pear. I will say first spray on this. First spray. We're going to do the first spray and we're going to come back after we do some comparisons and do the final dry down. First spray though. It is definitely an apple heavy scent. Again, like they say, a red apple. I'm not really picking up any vanilla in that first spray. I do get the teeniest bit of pear that, like I said in that first impressions video, reminds me of the same type of pear that's in Dressed in White that was released from Bath & Body Works at wedding time last year, at the spring of 2024. But just the pear note, not that deep that was in Dressed in White, just the pear. And it's already starting to change and transition. It's starting to get like this powdery, super sweet, almost like candy sweetness about it. Definitely gives me a very powdery vibe, like powdered candy. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing whatsoever. But what it really kind of reminds me of is like, okay, imagine, you know those caramel apple suckers where they have the green sucker with the caramel on it? But combine that with like the powderiness of like Smarties candies, put those two together, and that's what this is giving me. It's definitely like a caramel candied more so than caramel. Let me correct that. Candied apple type of a vibe with that powdery sugariness of that candy. So yes, do I like it? Yes. Is it face worthy? I don't know yet. I'm still really trying to play with it a little bit more. I've been thinking of some layering combos I'm probably going to introduce later on. But I do like it. And I have a feeling this is one that will definitely grow on me throughout the month of September. I just have a feeling. But let's get into these comparisons because y'all, I've been hearing and seeing a lot of crazy things. All right. And we're gonna put a lot of that to rest right now in this video. One of the first things I saw someone comment is that they were told, or someone said to them, that Evil Queen smells very similar to In the Stars. And I would not be touching on this except I saw it in a few other places as well. And I'm going, now In the Stars has scent notes of starflower, sandalwood musk, sugared tangelo, white agarwood, and radiant amber, which to me, I don't make the connection. Smelling it, I will say one thing. In the Stars does kind of have, and I think it's from that saffron that's in there. There's definitely a saffron note in here. That there's that sandalwood musk. Starflower, sugared tangelo, but I swear there's a saffron note in here because I've always thought that this reminded me a lot of Baccarat Rouge 540. That being said, there is kind of like a sweet note that's in the stars. There's a sweetness that I can definitely see being the same type of sweetness that's in here, but these do not smell the same, you guys. They don't. They are very different. In the Stars is very different from Evil Queen. They both have their unique attributes, but these are not the same, you guys. They're not. Another one that I saw people asking, although it makes sense, but it doesn't because there's not an apple note in this next one. But a lot of people were comparing it to Enchanted Candy Potion. We saw this one time from Bath & Body Works, go figure. Scent notes are spellbinding sugar, bewitched berries, and whipped pixie dust. Super sweet, sugary yumminess, and I love this scent. It kind of reminds me of something from my childhood. Every time I smell this, I say the same thing, and still to this day, I can't quite really put my finger on it. It's kind of like these candies that were like the same texture of candy corn, but they didn't smell or taste like candy corn. They were like sugary candies, but they have the texture of candy corn. That's what this reminds me of. Oh my God, whatever it is, I freaking love it. Yeah, but in comparison to Evil Queen, no, there's a very distinct apple note in here. I mean, it's not going anywhere. This apple note stays from the beginning to the end, baby. There's no apple in here. What I will say, the sugary sweetness that's in here, I can see being a little similar, but the fact that there's apple in here, there's pear in here, far overtakes that sugary sweet that's in here. Whereas this is like pure straight on sugar. Sugar. This has that fruit vibe in it. And so they are different. So yes, are they both sweet? Yes, do they both kind of have like this powdery vibe about them in a way? Yes, but no, these are not the same. Another one I did see was comparisons to Kayali Eden, their apple fragrance, Juicy Apple, Eden, Juicy Apple. This is probably my third bottle of Kayali Eden. I love this fragrance. I do have the scent notes here. It is red apple, lychee, black currant, pink grapefruit, wild berries, raspberry bloom, jasmine, May rose, sugar, musk, vanilla, amber, and moss. Let's go ahead and spray a little bit of this on a tester strip here. I love this fragrance. I really do. The thing with Kayali Eden, you definitely get other berried notes in there. It's not just the apple. I pick up currant. I can pick up the lychee. I don't get a ton of floral in here, which is nice. The jasmine, I love jasmine, but I don't pick up a ton of jasmine in here. I don't pick up any rose. Definitely get notes of raspberry, amber, vanilla, sugary musk. This is a beautiful fragrance in comparison to Evil Queen. No, and I say this because Eden is more of like a perfumey apple. Very perfumey, it's much more complex. It's got those other berry notes floating around in there. There's a muskiness about it. And again, it's just not, it's a perfumey apple. It's gorgeous, but it's not Evil Queen. It's not. Evil Queen is much sweeter and sugary in comparison to Kayali Eden. Now, the last one I do want to compare it to, because this is one that I thought of almost immediately when I smelled Evil Queen, It is none other than Candy Apple Cauldron from last Halloween at Bath & Body Works. Another one and done from Bath & Body Works, right? Right? Yeah, yeah. Scent notes on Candy Apple Cauldron are mysterious green apple, simmering sugar, and crystallized bergamot. I love this scent. I love it, I love it, I love it. I really don't know why they didn't bring this one back, but y'all, Banger Beauty by Mary is doing a dupe of this in the next month and a half. So stay tuned. Yeah, this one though, you definitely get that bergamot note in here. It's a brighter apple, whereas an Evil Queen, it's a darker, like a red apple. In here, it's a lighter, brighter apple, kind of like almost like Granny Smith. And there's also that bergamot in there, which kind of gives it a fresher take. They're both sugary. They're both even kind of powdery in ways. But this is definitely much more on the brighter part of apple than Evil Queen. Evil Queen is definitely deeper with that pear and a darker apple. And actually, I feel like the sweetness level is the same. I think the biggest thing that sets these two apart is this is lighter and brighter with that bergamot, almost fresher in ways, whereas this is just a tad deeper and darker. Do I think that these are related? I do think they're related. I would say maybe first cousins. I feel like saying they're half siblings is a stretch. I definitely feel like they're first cousins because there is definite differences enough that separates them to my nose. But yeah, Evil Queen though, on the dry down, definitely a powdery, sugary, dark apple with a little bit of pear mixed in. Do I like this? Absolutely. Will she probably grow on me even more? Absolutely. I'm hoping that in an upcoming layering video, probably I'll put out in September sometime, she may end up getting the face. You never know. You never know. So far as longevity and projection, I would say projection on a scale of 1 to 10 is probably about a 5 or a 6. Not too bad. Longevity, I am very happy to report I did get 7 hours of wear out of Evil Queen. So I will applaud that fact alone. Yeah, because I'll tell you something. I ain't mad about smelling like this for 7 hours. I ain't mad about it. Not a damn bit. Not a damn bit. Yeah, but that is my full review and comparison on Evil Queen. What do you think? Has your opinion changed based on this in-depth review and comparison? Those of you who did get it for members early access preview, I'm going to say preview now, not full access, preview. If you've gotten it already, what do you think? Definitely let me know in the comments down below. And y'all do not forget to get over to Banger Beauty by Mary. Get you some basic bish to go for your fall. Definitely check out the rest of our Thoughtum collection. You guys, this collection is going quickly. Yes, all 5 of the mists, they have the matching fluffy butters, as well as the sampler pack, so get over there now. And other than that, y'all, we're at my favorite part. Ready, ready, ready? Like, comment, subscribe, and ding the bell so you're alerted every single time your girl uploads. And I will see you in the next one. All right, you guys, bye-bye.